Everything is running through this switcher right here, and you can see it's labeled. We have the Turbo Duo, which is half TurboGrafx 16. So you can see the hue card right here. This is Ninja Spirit, which is a really cool kind of like side-scrolling action game. So this part you put in the hue cards, and then there's actually the CD drive here for the PC Engine, and I have Valis 2 in there right now, which is a really sweet game too. PS1, which is probably my favorite system of all time. Probably, yeah. Like if there was a desert island, that kind of scenario, I'd probably go with the PS1. There's just so many ridiculously good JRPGs, which you'll see later. For this system, I'd probably take this with me, and peanut butter, and Mountain Dew on the desert island. Or Wii original? I don't know. We're just calling this Wii, and then the other one's Wii U, I guess. Wii 1, Dreamcast. Dreamcast is an awesome system that, I don't know. It's really a bummer that that thing didn't last very long, because there's some really great games on it, but, you know, Sega made a lot of great decisions, and they stopped making hardware. GameCube is down there. The GameCube is also super awesome. Love the GameCube. A lot of great games for that. This is a Retro Twin. Plays NES and SNES. This was actually given to me by Gamester81. So, thank you Gamester81. Back in the day, I don't know why he sent this to me. Maybe he got like a bunch of them for free from Tony. I don't know, but he mailed this to me completely unsolicited, and I've actually used it a bunch. So thank you Gamester81 for that. And on the bottom is TurboGrafx 16. I always thought this was kind of neat. The top comes off like that. This is where you're supposed to plug in the CD attachment for this thing, which I don't have. And those things are like all broken. If you look online, it's really rare to find one that actually still works. They all just kind of sputtered out. Which is why I got the Turbo Duo, which this is refurbished, so that one should be good to go for a while. SNES with Super Mario World, of course. I don't know how many times I've played through this game. You know, Mario 3 is technically probably the better game in terms of level design. I mean, it definitely is in terms of level design. But in terms of just like picking up and playing, for me, it's all about Super Mario World. It's just an easier game to kind of pop in and play through. Down here we have N64 with Ocarina of Time, which is 8-Bit Pixie's favorite game of all time. She plays through every single year. Most recently, a few months ago, she played through it and beat it. This is her copy of the game, which she's had for since day one. Trinitron, flat screen, fatty TV. This is where it's at for all of the old games. I think that I had Zelda on here. I don't know why this turned off. No? TV? Aha! I don't know why that wasn't working before, but now it is. So, there you go, the original Legend of Zelda. I went through a phase with this game, I don't know, after college, I think, where I was playing it on a ROM on my brother's computer, and I kind of got obsessed with seeing how fast I could beat it. I think I went through it 4 times in a week, and memorized exactly where to go right away, blah 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 blah. Just the first time through the first world, not the. I've never gotten through the second world because I'm not a lunatic. So I don't know. There's another great story actually. My brother, when we were kids, he had a friend, James Chen, and James Chen's dad was at the end of this game. He was at the last dungeon, which if you've played this, the last dungeon is hard to figure out. It's hard to know where to go. It's huge and it's confusing. It's a maze, obviously. Anyway, long story short, my brother accidentally erased over James Chen's dad's save file, and God, that must have sucked for him. Sorry, James Chen's dad. It happens though. I did that to myself. I had a Final Fantasy VII save file. The first time I played through that game, 50 hours I think. I rented Crash Bandicoot, and on the old PS1 games, you could really easily just select one of the save files to save over. It wasn't like now where you just like, would you like to save, and it like knows not to save over old things. On the PS1, you had to manually select an open save slot, and I was just slamming on the X button like, oh, whatever, I just want to save this, and I saved over my 50-hour Final Fantasy first time playing that game file, and that was a sad day for Kevin. What else do we have down here? PS4 is on the bottom down there. Just recently finished playing through Bloodborne, which is absolutely amazing. Highly recommended if you can get over the learning curve, which is steep. I was on the second boss for 3 days. Literally spent like 10 hours just trying to beat the second boss of the game, but ended up finishing the whole thing. Here's original NES. This is the NES I've had since I was a kid. So we got that I think for Christmas in '80. I don't know. I was like 3 years old, I think. I don't remember. I remember yesterday, let alone when I was 3. So I think we got it for Christmas, like 85 or 86. This is a PC that actually belonged to Jake Roper, and he built it because he wanted to stream when he was visiting me, and I still have it. So Jake, there's your PC. I know you know that it's there, obviously. This is a CDX, which is really, really cool. It plays Sega CD and Genesis games. If you are interested at all in retro gaming, you have to have a CDX because it just makes life really easy. Because this thing is tiny. This is the size, pretty much, of what an old Discman was, and it plays 2 awesome systems. Fatty PS2, which I got on launch day 1, still works great like a champ. Here's the switcher for this set of games. We will move this eventually. I wanted to mount it to the wall. Let me show you where the other one is. I mounted this one to the wall. You can see it down here. See that? Alright, that's much nicer than what I have going on over here. But eventually, do the same thing here and mount that to the wall down below so you don't see this like octopus mess of wires. This is PlayStation TV, which we just got because this thing is on like crazy blowout clearance right now. They're just getting rid of them all of the stores, so you can definitely find this for like $39 right now, which is what we got it for. But look at how small this like things have come out of my body that were bigger than this. This is like ridiculously small, like to the point where I think it's too small. It's like a bad thing. Because it's just like, how does this, you just not lose this thing? It's like, my wallet is bigger than this. But anyway, this plays Vita games, PS Vita games go on the side here so that you could play them on the TV. This TV is 60-inch, and this is just for, I know I have an old game on here. This is from the Virtual Console. This is Splatterhouse Virtual Console. But this really is just for the HD games. This is for Wii U, PS3, PS4, 360, and Wii U. Did I say Wii U already? Yeah. Oh, and Wii. I have the Wii hooked up to this too. Obviously, that's what this is running with component, which looks way nicer. If you have a Wii and you're not using component cables, go get component cables. I was at the flea market this morning and there was just Wii component cables for like 50 cents. You could pick them up probably super cheap someplace. Get component cables for your Wii. It makes a big difference. PS3, This is not the PS3 that I got at launch because my fatty PS3 that I got at launch died. I still have it in the closet and I've got made fun of for dragging that broken thing around. But the fatty PS3 is amazing because it's backwards compatible with PS1 and PS2. So if you have a huge fatty PS3 that still works, take good care of that thing because that thing is super cool. This is not backwards. These new slimmer PS3s are not backwards compatible with anything. 360. This 360 I actually just bought to play Lost Odyssey, which is a JRPG that I would consider the best JRPG or top 3 or probably top 3 of the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. It's a really great game. Wii U, really just waiting for Xenoblade Chronicles X to come out for this and playing Phantasy Star 1 on the Virtual Console right now. Sega Saturn. Gosh, there's a lot of really great exclusives on Saturn. The problem is that they're really expensive. So I can't really recommend everyone go out and start collecting for the Saturn. But you can't play those games on anything else. You literally can't. And I don't think you ever will be able to, a lot of them. Panzer Dragoon Saga, I know the rumor is that the source code or whatever of that game is just gone. And it won't be. They can't just port it. So, but the problem is that the game goes for $300. So, if you don't want to drop 300 bones on one game, I don't blame you. Splatterhouse Perla Bead art by Craftality with dripping blood. This is so cool. Next to that is Eco movie poster sort of thing. Eco is one of my favorite games of all time. Love Eco. I actually have the novel. There's a novel of Eco, a novelization. I have that someplace. I don't know where that is. I think it's in a box someplace. But anyway, Eco is a great game, a puzzle game where you go through this castle and you're dragging this mysterious girl with you and you have to escape the castle. Really awesome game, which you can get for dirt cheap. If you haven't played Eco, get the HD remaster with Shadow of the Colossus, which is also a work of art. That game's amazing. Bloodborne art by Pixie. This is paper cut and then blood dripping all over it. This is the most recent addition from Pixie to the game room because Bloodborne is the most recent game that we're kind of obsessed with. She actually just made a Bloodborne shirt too. Oh, the coffee table she also made. This is Spike from Cowboy Bebop. What she did was she did a paper cut and then we inlaid it behind the glass. We specifically bought this coffee table for this idea because we knew that if we had bought this, there are little brackets that hold up the glass that we could sandwich her artwork between the brackets and the glass and then display it like this. So this thing came out completely amazing. And I know a lot of you who have seen this before are freaked out about it. Before we get to the games, here are controllers and stuff. This is the first time in my life I've ever had this organized, and it's completely amazing. So, just having Sega controllers, Nintendo controllers, PlayStation controllers in their own little thing saves so much time when you're looking for this stuff. This is all handhelds, so go through this real quick. PSP, I got this at launch. This is a great system, especially for JRPGs. 3DS, I got this Persona Q case for the special edition. Here is the Vita, Game Boy Advance SP, launch 3DS in this amazing aquamarine color. This was given to me by my friend GM. When I was doing Jerry Bloop videos, I had to do 3DS games. This had just came out. And he actually sent this to me, so thank you, GM, for that. This is the Lite, the DS Lite. This is a great system. And then at the bottom is this hunk. This this massive hunk of a Game Boy case is a million years old. I don't know if there's a date on here, but you know, this is from 1989 or something. I don't know. It's very old. And then, you know, your chargers and stuff. Keep that organized. So you know where they are. This is like random fixie stuff. So these are screwdrivers specifically to take apart cartridges. And the other one was for the N64 to take that apart. Just to clean it out and stuff. Rubbing alcohol for cleaning games. And these Velcro things for tying cords together, which are really awesome. This is just a massive mess of cables, but they're all like zip tied and stuff, so it's not like they're tangled, but there's just a lot of them. We recently upgraded all of this stuff to S-Video, so now like every cable that actually came with the system, I just have, I don't know what to do with. Okay, here are the games.